Snow, 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 snow. It won't be long before we're all here in snow. I don't know how the song goes, but it is snowing and it is pretty. Welcome back to the channel. Well, we got some flurries. Nothing will stick though. Nico and Virginia are trying to get this generator to start so we can use the compressor and nail gun. We've been praying. It started a couple of times but stopped. We don't really know why. They don't know why. I don't know a thing about this stuff, so I'm letting those two figure it out. Virginia's calling it because she's a little worried about driving a little tiny car in the snow. I guess I get it. But the guys are going to stay and they're going to try and finish this deck, and that would be awesome. But yeah, it's getting snowy. It's starting to cover the rocks in the river. You can see the other side has got a coating on it, so we are heading home. Thanks for joining us. I don't know if you remember, we had a huge pile of lumber here. That got moved out. We're taking nails out of it, and we still have another big pile. So we're going to pull it all out eventually and get the nails out of it. There's some screws down there. But we'll get all the nails out, and so we can use this. So it'll be awesome. I also have a lot of this stuff was brought over from the other side of the river, but I've got metal over here and I got rebar. That'll be for the building. So we're going to be taking this chain link fence down. Goes all over there. I don't really know what we're going to do. We may not. I don't know. We'll see. In the middle of the river, you can see where the water is kind of held back. So it's not flowing there, which is why the ice is occurring there. Obviously on the edges, you can see over there on the edges, it's icy. But it's not icy on this edge here, on this edge here. A little bit it is. It depends where the river flows or not. So it's good to know where it flows and where it doesn't. As you can see, I took the 4x4 posts off that we had originally put on there because I wanted to put logs that I had peeled up there. They're tall enough to be able to support the roof, but they're also going to add a really interesting and rustic quality, which I really like. So the big problem was these logs, they're walnut and they're hard to begin with, but they were so cold, they were frozen, and we couldn't even get the screws into them. And you'll see that the problems that we had doing this, and actually in the end we had to call it, and they went home. I went home. So what we ended up doing is putting the logs in place, and then I got the generator going and the air compressor going. We decided to use the framing nail gun, and we were going to go ahead and nail all these, but it was so bitter cold. I just said, you guys, it's just too cold for you. I appreciated their help, but it just wasn't working out. And you can see there how those nails were just, we couldn't get them any further. So we'll have to return and do this a different day. My contractor came by today, took some measurements. We're going to start this build, I think, in April, so I'll have this home back. But it is freezing today. It's in the teens. None of the tools are working. The wood is frozen. So we're going to call this quits, sadly. But that's it. We can't work in this. Nothing's working. It's a waste of energy and finance.